Hi, Alison. As you said, so far the latest voter turnout figures, which the Ministry of the Interior announced a couple of hours ago, were 45.26%. Now, already this is higher than 43.29% voter turnout this time 5 years ago. And the abstention rate so far has been 48.6%. Like you said, the rate of participation is expected to be significantly higher and is expected to increase in the final hours leading to the closure of polling stations. Now, the head of a French research agency, Ipsos, did say that they are expecting overall a higher voter turnout than in previous years, significantly higher. And this is also due to the much bigger scale of this election this year. We have 49.5 million voters registered here in France. This is 2 million more than 2019. And they are choosing again from a record number of 38 lists, a record number of 81 names being sent to the European Parliament compared to 79 in 2019. So the massive scale could be reflected, the scale of this election could be reflected in the final results, but we will have to wait until the official announcement later this evening.
And Liza, you've been visiting different polling stations throughout the day. Tell us about who you've been speaking to and who you've seen voting.
So we started the day off in a suburb just north of Paris in Saint-Denis, and we're ending the day in the center of Paris with the polling station behind me. And speaking to the presidents of both polling stations, we did notice a difference. So the polling station behind me has had a very high voter participation rate. And in terms of who has been voting, it's really been 50-50. We've had a mix of elderly and youth voting. But this was not at all the case in the polling station in the suburb of Saint-Denis, where we didn't see any young people voting, at least in the morning when we were there. And speaking to the polling staff there, they said that indeed it's the people who come to vote are older people from their mid-40s to mid-60s, and also people who are used to voting at every election. We also spoke to a student earlier who did come to vote, and he said that indeed a lot of young people are abstaining, at least the people that he knows. And this is due to the fact that they feel there's been a lack of communication. They haven't been told enough information. They don't really realize how the EU concerns them. They don't really realize, know of the impact that this European parliamentary election could have on their daily lives. And they just simply do not feel concerned nor represented by any of the candidates that they could choose from. So once again, speaking to people here, a lack of youth. They will be perhaps the largest group of people who will be abstaining today. We will have to wait for the official abstention results, though.